Thank you, and welcome to Life Lessons Radio. Life Lessons Magazine, the radio show where we actually interview and we talk about a lot of the hot topics that will be featured in our magazine. If you're not familiar with Life Lessons Magazine, then let me tell you who we are before I get started and start talking about some of the hot topics that we're going to be talking about and what's going to be coming up in the next few weeks right here on the radio show and also in the magazine, in which you can actually get a subscription to. You can download the e-version and also get a print version. As a matter of fact, you can also be featured in our magazine because this magazine is about you. It's about real life, everyday people, your experiences. And the thing about it is, and one of the reasons we even created this was because we have a lot and I mean a lot. We got a lot of stories, folks. And whether you realize this or not, I mean, I know, you have your circle of friends on social media, but there are a lot of people outside of your circle who have some amazing stories that you can certainly glean upon, learn from. A lot of them are entertaining. A lot of them are controversial. A lot of them are dramatic. Oh my God. I'm going to talk about a couple of those in just a second, but it's a lot of different stuff, and it ranges from relationships to cooking to financial. If you have an amazing life story, you want to be featured in the magazine, the only thing you have to do is visit our website at www.lifelessonsmagazine.com or lifelessonsmag.com. Either one works, and you can just submit your story to us. We have a lot of content, so if you want to get in and some of the introductory issues, you need to move kind of quickly because we are filling the spaces very, very fast. As a matter of fact, we're going to be launching in a lot of cities across America. Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Chicago, Cleveland, Charlotte, the Hampton Roads area, and a few other places. So you want to get in, and we're going to be featuring the stories of people in your city right here in the magazine, in which, again, you can actually get a subscription to. You can get the e-version, and also the print version. We'll mail it directly to your house. Eventually, you'll be able to see these magazines at your airports and local magazine stands as we continue to grow. But one of the reasons why we decided to do the radio stations is so that you actually get to hear. I'm going to be interviewing a lot of the people who are being featured in this magazine, because you're not going to believe some of the stories that you're going to read. So it's important that you actually hear it from the horse's mouth, because I don't want you to take my word for it. This stuff is actually real. And it's good stuff because it's about the lessons. It's about the lessons that we learn. You know what I mean? So as long as we're growing together, we're all learning, we're growing, and we're getting better. And that's one of the whole prerogatives of the magazine. As a matter of fact, we have a mantra that says, Life Lessons was created so that today we can begin a new chapter based upon the things we learned in the past, applying them to a future that we create. That's the whole premise. Now, here's the deal, though. You don't have to agree. You do not. This is not a politically correct show, okay? You don't have to agree with what we're saying. You don't have to agree with the lessons that are being told to you by the people who feel they've learned certain things from them. This is their lessons, it's their perspective. That's one of the reasons why I'd say some of this is controversial, because it's something that we learned and what we feel it is. So it's not necessarily something that you have to agree upon, but which really actually makes this even better, because it gives you a much broader perspective upon the way people feel about their experiences. And you get to see and hear all of that right here at Life Lessons Magazine, the radio, and also the magazine that's going to be coming out in print and online 2016, first quarter, between January and February. You'll be getting the you'll be able to purchase your subscriptions. Now, our first issue is going to be featuring, right on the cover, very beautiful lady. And fellas, she is single, and I know she's going to kill me for saying stuff like this, but yes, she's single. Single black female, and beautiful single black female, and she got it going on. but she has learned from her experiences, from relationships to corporate. She has a feature in this magazine that you don't want to miss. If you know her, her name is TK Morgan, and she's on Facebook, but she's a very highly professional person. She has an amazing story. She's being featured on the magazine, and like I said before, you can also be featured right here on the magazine. Just go to our website, submit the information, and get featured. Also, if you have a business, you could actually be featured in the magazine for free, a full page ad. It's under promotion. We have about a 60-day promotional period in which you can actually take advantage of all of this. So you can actually be featured in the magazine. We reach between 8 and 25,000 people in our first introductory magazine. So, and that's guaranteed. You want to get a part of that? Just submit your information to us. Go to our website, click on where it says advertise, and become a part of what we're doing here, folks. I mean, this is really broad. I mean, and the lessons and the stories are not just relationship. They range from cooking to cleaning to family, raising children, to we have one really cool story about a lady who talks about why she should have left her children in band. Like, I'm a band geek. Like, I'm one of those guys who still listen to drum corps. Like, and I'm almost near 40 now, so it's like I still listen. But once music is a part of you, you just can't get it out of you. So she talks about the lessons that she learned about why she should have left her children in music. Music is a powerful thing. Speaking of music, by the way, let me give a really quick shout out to a cool guy, Jimster, who you heard at the very opening of the show. The song was called Left and Right. Go download that. It's you can get it at iTunes. The artist is named Jimster, one of my favorite persons. And if you like some cool stuff, and I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm a downtown Chicago type of a guy, or downtown anywhere type of a guy. I like to go to the top of the hotels and listen to some cool stuff like that. And, have some wine or something like that, overlooking the city. Well, Jimster is a very cool guy. He has a lot of cool music. If you like down tempo stuff, quasi house music, stuff like what you just heard, that's Jimster. But what you're hearing right now is a guy by the name of YG. Left and Right Instrumental is actually the title of it. But you can go and download those beats in which you hear right now. If you just like to listen to some cool stuff, go to www.we3chbeats.com. It's called YG Left Right Instrumental plus DL, reproduced by Welch, or WE3CH. All right, so go there, www.we3chbeatz.com. Download his stuff. Go get Jimster. Get all their stuff. Very cool people. Now, and as I mentioned before, you can expect some pretty radical stuff. Okay, and again, this is not politically correct. All right, so you're gonna hear some things. You may hear some things you may not like. You may hear some things you may not agree with. But what's really cool is that there are perspectives, folks. It's like this is who we are. It's perspective, and we can all learn from different perspectives. One more last thing before I let you guys go. Relationship Soup, another beautiful single black female. Not that this has to do with black or white or anything like that, but I just happen to say black because there are a lot of beautiful black women who are single, fellas. A lot of beautiful women, period, who are single, whether they're black or white. But I just happen to see so many beautiful black women who are being featured in this magazine that are single and have it going on. You got to step your game up, guys. You really need to step your game up because the women are taking over. Not taking over. They've already taken over. Okay. We just have an illusion like we run things. We don't run a damn thing. The women do it. So please understand the way the game works. Women, who runs the world? Girls, they really do. But let me tell you about Lisa Hughes. She is the operator, owner, and developer of Relationship Soup. Relationship Soup is going to be powering a lot of our relationship articles that will be featured in the magazine. And you can go to Relationship Soup, join the group, because there are over 5,000, I think it's close to 6,000 people in this group that she's brought together, and you get to learn about a lot of different things regarding relationships, and not just necessarily interpersonal relationships or female-male relationships, but relationships in business and in so many different things. And so she's partnering with Life Lessons magazine, and so you can look forward to seeing a lot of great stuff about relationship soup that's going to be powered by Relationship Soup, but that's developed by the wonderful, talented, and amazing, and also very beautiful Lisa Hughes. Huge round of applause for her. Now, let me also just end up on this, because I'll say, as I said before, the stories and the lessons that we're going to be featuring in the magazine, how can I say this? They're not bizarre, but they're very interesting and very insightful. By the way, let me also say that they are dramatic, they're insightful, they're educational, they're informative, they're controversial, but they're very powerful, and they're from people that you may not know, because again, a lot of us are limited to our social networks and our circles, and there are so many people outside of our social network and circles that have a lot of cool stuff that you want to learn about. So subscribe to our channel, like our Facebook page. We're also on YouTube. You can actually be getting the steady stream of shows that we're going to be producing on our radio show. You can get a steady stream of that. Just go on our YouTube, look us up, Life Lessons Magazine. Also on Facebook, Life Lessons Magazine. But we have a number of articles and features that are coming up that will absolutely blow your mind. I'm not going to give them away. I was actually about to give you guys one. But what I'm going to do is hold off on it, because I'm going to save that, because once I get started talking about that, I'm going to be going in on it. And I mean going in on it, because, folks, only thing I'm going to say is this. Raise your children. If you have children, raise them. Raise them. Listen, we're being gunned down in the streets, okay? And it's not just a black thing. We are, okay? To an extent, our government seems to be going rogue. But we've got to do a better job raising our children. Can I get an amen? You guys know you feel me on that. We got to do a better job, because one of the lessons in our story is about a lady who actually lost her son. She lost her son to street violence, and it happens to be actually in Chicago, which you're probably hearing. I mean, every day you turn on the TV, it's something about Chicago, whether the police are killing somebody or kids are killing each other. It's always something going on in Chicago. Well, she talks a lot about the lessons that she learned about her time. As a matter of fact, TK Morgan talks, actually, the introductory cover is called The Value of Time. And TK Morgan talks about the time. But in one of these stories that I'm talking about with this lady who lost her son to street violence, she talks about her time, the time she wishes she could have had more with her son, raising her son, and how society ended up raising him and how society ended up killing him. So listen, all this casual sex and just random, you have to plan a family. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to have children just because I want to have them. You need to have a plan when you're having children, because if you just simply have kids and most of your time is devoted not really raising your children, you're spending most of your time at a job, driving back and forth to work, going to the grocery store, going to sleep. Trust me, your time is not really spent raising children. And you know who's raising them? Society's raising them, okay? And that's one of the reasons why it seems like our whole society as a whole is starting to crash. But I'm not going to get into all of that right now. Come back to the next show, because I'm going to try and have her on the show, and we're going to get into some of this stuff and some of the things that she thinks she's done right and some of the things she's done wrong, and the lessons that she learned from them. But and we also got a lot of great relationship. Now you guys are going to really like the relationship soup. Excuse me, Lisa Hughes, I messed that up. Relationship. I can't say it. Relationship soup. You're going to love the segments that are coming away from this, because we have a lot of great articles. And for those who are a part of the Relationship Soup network, hey, submit your articles to us because we want some great content. We want to feature you guys in our magazine and on our show. So submit to, but we have a lot of good stuff, guys, and I mean a lot of juicy stuff. So stay tuned, stay locked, like us on Facebook, look us up on YouTube. Continue to subscribe to our channel. Again, we're fairly new, but we're also growing, and we're growing very, very fast. Shout outs again to Gemster and also we3chbeats.com. Until the next time, I'm Chauncey Y. Take care of yourself and each other. We'll be talking to you soon. Take care.